Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 9th episode of Isekai Quartet. And you know what everything's been building up to this episode, we're finally going to get our beach episode. And they're not just messing with us anymore because the very first frame we see like the sky and the sun, so we're going to be at the beach at the start of the episode. No more wasting, well, that wasn't a waste of time because the swimsuit shopping was top tier. But no more preparation, no more stalling. It's time for the main events. We're gonna get a beach episode with all these wonderful characters from amazing anime all together in chibi form, which of course takes away from it just a little bit. But a lot of those anime don't have beach episodes. Like Overlord never really had a beach episode. It had, I think, some kind of all guys hot spring episode or something, but did not have a beach episode. Konosuba, I don't think even had a beach episode. Let me think about that. I don't think they ever did. They went to the one water town that Aqua is worshipped in, but I don't think they had a beach episode either. Yojo Senki, I think, may have sort of had some kind of beach barbecue thing, but they didn't really have a cast of girls to wear swimsuits. Only like 2 girls really in that anime, so that wouldn't really count. So the point is, this is a good opportunity. So hopefully the people behind the anime really take the chance to make something special here. That's what I'm hoping for. So without further ado, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I'm doing pretty well, all things considered, and yes, there we go. Everyone's already in their swimsuits. Well, Sheltier doesn't look any different. Not wrong. He is not wrong. Whew, here we are. They're in swimsuits. They're at the beach. What more could you ask for in life, really? I almost want to just skip the open and get back into it, but I can't do such a thing. That would just throw off the timing for people that are trying to sync their copy of the show to my reaction, so I can't do such a thing. I wonder how this episode will go. What characters will interact with each other? Will we get any? Because I've seen a lot of beach episodes in my day. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get some, sun lotion applying scenes. Sometimes you get some wardrobe malfunctions. Sometimes people get buried. Usually they splash each other. That's almost a constant in every beach episode of anime. There's usually some splashing each other. But most of the things, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, so. We will see. Enjoy field trip, I will. Yes. I think you might have. Whew. Looking good, all of you. Emilia kind of has that book in the way, though. I think it is. That's a good way to look at it. Enjoy your reward to its fullest. Gotta stay in shape, I guess. True. You also want to show off for the ladies. That's important. Yes, Darkness also wants to show off for the ladies. Very, very impressive. A perfect word for Darkness. Yeah, she's kind of making you guys look bad. Do your best. Oh, I'm looking. In fact, I'm pretty sure we had an episode like this with Darkness and Konosuba. And like the OVA, I think it was. Or push-ups. I am doing that, I must admit. You know me so well, Darkness. Only time will tell. I don't know. I look forward to finding out, though. Don't judge. Hard is a good word for it, yeah. Well, Ram always looks unhappy. Yeah, of course not. Why would you even think that? Even in chibi form, it's still nice to see our girls in swimsuits, I'll be honest. And hers is pretty cute. Some things never change, huh? Yeah, she calls him Budusu as kind of a nickname. You mix up the characters to get that name. It's a really cute confusion. Oh. Are you hurting him again? Well, no kidding. Some things are to be expected, Tanya. And is she seriously wearing a school swimsuit? That's perfect. The most valuable thief skills. I'm watching. I'm keeping order, peace and order. Not the character I wanted that from. Okay, so that's what happened. Didn't even know he could do that, but... Save the day from what? Eyes? He's not wrong. Just get a room, you two. And Rem, you look fantastic. Sheltier, you can try a bit harder, but... Wow, way to make them look a lot bigger. I mean, Sheltier, if you want some of that, just ask. Now that's how you destroy a watermelon on the beach. We're already done with the swimsuits? I mean, I guess we had to do this too, but... We could have still worn swimsuits for this. There's no reason why we couldn't. You didn't get irons. Who is with irons? Is that your job? Admits it. Now we... Nobody knew that. Well, now they do. It had to come out eventually. Well, Shaltier definitely wouldn't be. I mean, Albedo probably definitely wouldn't be scared. For you, maybe. That's a fair point. Doesn't get much scarier than the battlefield. That's also so true. She really is so cute. Maybe. Maybe. So what's up, Aqua? Huh. Well, they are. She's a goddess, so of course she knows. But yeah, they all are. They all been isekai'd. Oh, oh no. Oh, here's a different fight altogether now. You're really triggering Tanya. You don't know that, but... Might want to stop saying that. She's not the one that brought you. That would explain a lot, but I don't think she is. Oh, damn. Was this part of your plan? Aqua, you picked so many fights throughout this show. It's crazy. Man, that's a lot of power. That's the idea. Man, you can hear the hatred in her voice. Yuki Aoi does such a good job. You wouldn't know all the things Tanya's been put through. Aqua's so terrified. It's not. She's not being next, I don't think. That'd be one hell of a plot twist, though. That was so good. I kind of want to give her a head pat. Yeah, not even remotely similar. Now you traumatize poor Aqua. I'm sorry I made you wet yourself. And since she's always no pun, you know. Yeah, but nobody really listens to you. Eh? Eh? I guess she had. But does anybody really listen to Aqua? I mean, to be fair, Aqua in Darkness doesn't believe her either. Oh. Man, this is just so savage to Aqua. It actually wasn't her minds, which is what you might assume. Tanya kind of blew her top a bit. Yes. As long as nobody died in an explosion, it's all good. Wow. Not a good position to fall unconscious in. Just gonna say that. Probably. Probably. Ooh! Ow. Sure you are, Aqua. Sure you are. That's what she is. That's what she is. Yeah, that was some serious power. Phrasing. You don't have no idea. Some of the trauma Subaru's been through is just... It could break a lot of people. That was a great episode. Even though there was less beach shenanigans than I was hoping for, it was still a really good episode. No. Depressed Aqua is always best Aqua. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. Now, that was the 9th episode of Isekai Quartet. And like I said, this was the beach episode. Like I said, not a lot of beach episode shenanigans. We had barbecue set up that Ram and Victoria, I think her name is. I don't know why I always forget her name, but yeah, they were doing the barbecue, and that was a fun little scene because Ram calls Subaru Barusu. You know, she's just always done that. I'm not sure if she even gave an explanation for that in the original series, but she just does, you know, rearranges the characters of his name. I don't remember exactly what the meaning of doing that was. I think it's supposed to be some kind of curse or something, but the point is it's just kind of a nickname that she has for Subaru. And I guess Victoria just was a little bit confused by that. It's like, your name's Subaru, right? Natsuki Subaru? Okay, why does she call you that? And just very confused, very cutely confused, the important thing. But, you know, that's what they were doing. See, who else was having beach stuff? Well, we have the guys, the Shoujo Senki guys, who were just kind of taking in the sights. You know, they have a rough life. You know, where they live, things are not. It's not exactly a pleasant environment that they live and work in their world. So being able to be at the beach with all these wonderful ladies in their swimsuits and that's nice. That's got to be seen as a top tier reward, and that is very much how they saw it. Of course, you know, Kokyudas just kind of shows up and makes them do push-ups. But they weren't the only ones, because Darkness did some as well. You know, down, up, while, of course, fantasizing about the eyes that are currently gazing upon her and what they'll do to her when her arms have given out and she doesn't have the strength to fight back. And you know, usual darkness stuff that makes her so amazing. Darkness really is just a great character, isn't she? I have no real complaints about any of that. And of course, they remind me of the one scene from Konosuba when Kazuma put the collar on and he couldn't get it off and everyone just obeyed him. I think that was the episode where Darkness did the push-ups. I'm almost positive. And he just made her do push-ups. And, you know, they opted to do that here as well. So clearly they liked that. Clearly somebody liked that a lot if they redid it here. So good job. Watching her do push-ups was definitely more enjoyable for me, at least, than watching the guys do them. But I'm sure that will be different for different people. But, yes. Very, very impressive. It's just a good word for it. I really did like Ram's swimsuit. Very cute. A little bit more girly than I would expect from her, but very, very cute. Let's see. Oh yeah, then we had the stuff with Kazuma, who apparently as part of the disciplinary committee is not allowed to ogle the girls in swimsuits, which is unfortunate. You know, Kazuma really did get the short end of the stick when it comes to job assignments to be on there with Tanya and Demiurge, who both take this very seriously and are not afraid to kick him, you know. So, a little bit unlucky. But of course, Tanya and Demiurge get along just fine, you know. They both love Vines and all that. We had a medical area that Rem and Shaltir were in. Shaltir, who opted to not wear a swimsuit. I don't know if there's a reason for that, if she just likes her normal clothes that much, or if she doesn't want to expose her skin to the sun because she's a vampire. I don't know. I don't think we ever learned too much about Shaltir in that regard, whether or not she gets hurt by sunlight. I can't remember that ever being brought up in Overlord. I could be wrong, but, you know, either way, she's under like a, I don't know what you call it, but canopy? Is that the right word? You know, something to shield them from the sun, you know. But they had a little medical tent set up. Rem looks amazing in a swimsuit, where Shaltir was eyeing her in that swimsuit, you know, because Shaltir, she's no stranger to Yuri, you know, to girl-on-girl action. She's got her, like, little, I don't remember what she called them. Subordinates isn't quite the right word. Love slaves, I don't know what you'd call them exactly, but she has, you know, female slaves that she does sort of such things with, so it would not surprise me in the slightest if she wanted to do such things with Rem, so I could get behind that. And I await the doujinshi to showcase that, because we're probably not going to get that in the main show or in this show. So, yeah, if we could make that happen, that'd be great. And then we just had, you know, a montage of little things they did, like Rem being blindfolded and just smashing that watermelon with her amazing mace thingy. I think that's a proper term for it. Because very similar to what you did for the talent show, and that's way cooler than doing it with a regular bat. So, as usual, Rem knows what's up. And Kazuma, I think he used, what ability did Kazuma use there? I think, I'm not quite sure what happened there. He obviously did something. Did he use steal? What did he steal? A flag? I kind of wish I got a bit more context on that shot, because we only got one screenshot to showcase what happened there. So, I'm not completely sure what happened there. Oh yeah, okay, now that I have a better look at it, he does currently have the flag in his hand. I just couldn't quite tell because of the shining, but yeah, he used some sort of ability to get the flag, probably steal, maybe a combination of skills, who knows. But from that, we just did our test of courage, which I guess we were in groups of 4 for that, I guess. And yeah, Albedo wasn't a big fan of being separated from mines. But Mare revealed to actually be a boy, you know. Beatrice and who else was it that found out that, let's see, who else was in that group that found out? Oh yeah, Megumin, Beatrice, and the guy from Yojo Senki. I don't know them by an individual name basis. They all find out that Mada is indeed a boy, so that's probably a big plot twist for them. So that's something. I kind of like their reaction to that. It wasn't like an extreme reaction, but it was still kind of funny, so I don't know. I was happy with that. So yeah, groups, we had Albedo, Ram, Kazuma, and Demiurge in one group. We had, of course, Ainz, Tanya, Subaru, and Aqua in one group, right? Yeah. Let's see, what was the scene again? Wait, that was the one where they were talking about Tanya, because that was really funny when they were talking about their world and how it was so scary, and yeah, this not as scary as their world, and they mentioned Tanya was a scary thing about it. That was probably one of the funniest bits. It's hard to say, though, because this episode had a lot of funny parts. especially when we got into the Tanya Aqua stuff, which was, yeah, the highlight of the episode. So what was it that started this conversation? Aqua said something about... Yeah, Aqua said something that started this conversation. Oh yeah, she mentioned they were all from Earth. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing they all three of them have in common. Of course, Kazuma has that in common too, and she did mention him. But yeah, both Ainz, Tanya, and Subaru all came from Earth, came from Japan specifically. However, there's a bit of a difference there because Ainz and Tanya both got into a different body when they were isekai, whereas Subaru didn't. He just got like a fancy heart virus or something, a curse to return by death. Whereas Ainz and Tanya look completely different. And not a difference that's relevant to this discussion here, but still, I want to point it out. And then you started talking about how she's a goddess, a deity, and that she is the one that brought Kazuma over to the world. And as she's just casually talking about that stuff, you got Tanya over here that's getting more and more steamed and just really building up that anger. And I was pretty excited at this point because I knew we were going to get a fun confrontation between the two of them. Yuki Aoi is one of my favorite voice actresses, so I knew she would deliver on that front. Of course, Hibiki from Sinful Gear is still my favorite role that Yuki Aoi has ever done. I think that really showcased what she can do the best. But Tanya's still pretty good. And I was not disappointed, man. She just exploded with rage. Like, the literal explosion was way bigger than I expected. Like, that got everyone's attention. Knocked some people out. And just look at her eyes and the electricity going around when she thinks that Aqua's BNX, and Aqua over there just getting more and more scared to the point where she's just shaking in fear behind Subaru. Oh, that was so good. I love this scene so much. Like I said, the voice acting was on point. Of course, Ainz and Subaru were able to talk her down in the end. I'm still pretty sure Aqua wet herself. She looked far too scared not to. And of course, now Aqua has something in common with Tanya's, regiment, her underlings. So they can now bond a little bit over how scary Tanya is, so that's cool as well. So possibly making some more bonds here. But it is just funny that how many people that that Aqua has managed to piss off in this show. Like, she picks fights with Ainz, of course, which that makes Shaltier and Albedo angry. And then she straight up picks fight with Shaltier later on in the swimsuit thing, making the whole patting her chest comments. And now we have her picking a fight with Tanya here, very much unintentionally, of course. Although I guess the Shaltier thing was kind of unintentional too. But the point is, she just butts heads with a lot of people in this show. More than anyone else, I would say. I think that they say it to say more than anyone else. But that was probably my favorite scene, like, I'm pretty sure. And then Aqua just goes in this whole spew about how she's a goddess and nobody believes her and how unfair the world is. I just love when she does that really whiny voice. It sounds weird to say, but when she does that, like that type of voice she did when she was talking about that stuff to Kazuma, that's when Aqua is at her best, in my opinion, when she does that voice. I just love it for some weird reason. Just that really crying, whiny, sad voice she does. It's just so perfect. We got Ainz making some comments about how powerful Tanya's explosion was and how it didn't bother Subaru at all. So he must have been through a lot of mental stress and all that, and he's not wrong. He is not wrong. Of course, he already knows there's something going on with Subaru with the curse and all that. Probably doesn't know all the specifics, but he does know something's up there. So, yeah, this episode was just amazing. I would have loved more swimsuit shenanigans, like I said, but we got a decent amount, We definitely got to see them in the swimsuits, which was still good, Rem and Rem, of course, had very similar ones that were very cute. Rem fills her out very nicely, of course, but Shaltier did notice. I kind of would have liked to have done a bit more with that scene, but oh well. But just, yeah, with Rem's swimsuit especially, I like the little frill around on the bottom. Very cute. Yeah, and also just a lot of funny moments, honestly. So, I do think I talked about this enough already. If it's a short form anime, and I probably talked about it longer than I actually reacted to it, so I think I'm going to end it off here. The point is, it was great. I love the show. I still can't fully believe it exists, but I'm still very much glad that it does, and I can't wait for more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.